We're now at the water heater. We're very quickly going to check to make sure we're not getting any gas out here. And no, there's no gas leak. We'll be coming back to the water heater later. We're examining the water heater. Just looking here, we have a sealed unit, so we can't look inside the combustion chamber. This is a modern type of water heater. It's much better than the old type. And the combustion chamber is totally sealed. All the cabling is right. We checked it for a gas leak earlier and it didn't. Now what we're going to do is test the temperature pressure relief valve. This valve should flip easily, and it does. And it does there. So it's tripping perfectly. We're looking at the actual vent hood, and that's in place. There's very little corrosion on the water heater input and output for the water, and it's grounded at the water intake, which is great. So the water heater's fine. We have a drain pan in place. We have vents at the top and the bottom up there, which is correct. We have the correct vent pipe, so this is all good. We're just inspecting the panel, electrical panel. These breakers here are for the bedrooms. They're arc fault detectors, and should you get sparks anywhere in the bedroom, in the outlets or around that, or anything you plug into it, these will trip. Now, here's a tip for the future: a vacuum cleaner can trip them, because a vacuum cleaner has a motor, the motor has brushes, and as the vacuum motor spins, it sometimes causes sparks, and that will trip this particular device. So I recommend that you plug in vacuum cleaners into other rooms other than the bedrooms. You know, just have a long coil, and you won't end up tripping these devices, which is a bit of a nuisance. We're examining the internal components of the electrical box, and we can see that it has a floating ground and neutral. All's well in here. The cable sizes are fine, all correct. Yep, everything's fine in there. We're now checking the gas lines on the furnace. No gas leaks here, so that's all the gas in the building checked. We're examining the air conditioning unit. We're looking to see if there are any damage to the fins on the compressor. There are not. We've got insulation in place around there, that's okay. And we have a cutout, which we should have, under this cover here. Yep, that's all in place. Yep, the unit is functioning fine, it's just turned on. Okay, we'll check. The water meter and shut-off valve for the house is located at the curb, front of the house, and it's under this panel here. That's the water meter, and this here is your cut-off valve. This water meter has an electronic measuring device on it. And you can see there that little triangle, that's not moving, which indicates no water is being consumed. If you ever suspect you have a water leak, turn all the water off, come out here and look under this cover and see whether that is moving. If it's moving and everything's turned off, you are pretty sure you have a water leak. This is a cooktop and oven. We've been looking for the isolation valve. There's two cupboards either side, and there's no isolation valve accessible from those two cupboards. We're out. Nothing up the top there, no. Maybe at the back here. No, there's nothing there. and there's nothing in the battery here, and I can't get anything behind that tray. So this oven doesn't have an accessible, or the gas cooktop doesn't have an accessible isolation valve. We're checking the functionality of the garage door, making sure beams work. They do. The garage door reverses. Now what we're going to do is check whether or not the crash sensor works. The door is closing. It's going to close on this piece of wood, and it should return when it encounters it.